what are the things you do that you enjoy? What do you do that you enjoy and it turns you on? So there are things we can do that, sure, we enjoy doing them, but they cause us to, they're like a loop. You have to just keep doing them and keep doing them, and they don't actually inspire you, get you going. So what are those things you can do? Like if you're turned on, you can get more done in 2 hours than 8 hours of not finding your power. So I think I don't breathe enough when I'm doing the video. Okay. I was thinking the other day, it's like singing. Maybe if I learn to sing, I'll be better at doing videos too. Remember to breathe, and I don't know. Okay, so I was talking about something, and getting turned on in 2 hours, you can do more than 8 hours when you're turned off. So what are the things that you enjoy doing? Not like scrolling probably on Facebook. Sure, you can enjoy it, and sure, if you get little bits of it and it's you have the right stuff on there, you're interacting in a way that's true to yourself, and you're benefiting people. That can be a great experience. But if you're scrolling all day, obviously that just drains you. It takes it out of you. So what are the things that really turn you on, get you fired up? Right now I'm doing some studying, and actually it's spiritual study. It's a book called Experiencing God, and I avoid it all the time. I planned on doing it every morning, but it's like, once in a while I'll do it now. So anyways, but it turns me on. I always have a better day, a more productive day when I do it, and I feel good because I get into it. And not every day, not every time. Sometimes I don't get into it. Maybe I'm not committing myself to it. I'm not applying myself to it. I just don't have the energy that day to really get into it. But so someday I'm going to quit saying in my videos and quit holding my breath. And quit saying just for an example. Or as I was dropping the kids off we were staying in Destin for the first couple weeks of this school over here where we're staying now, and so I was driving them to school in the morning, and about 8 o'clock then I'd be heading back by the beach, heading right by it, just stop and go swim in the Gulf, go sit in the sand, soak up some of those positive ions and salt water, and get my grounding in. It was amazing. I would feel great. So things like that you enjoy, and if you take the time to do them, you save time, because now you actually get turned on. And what's the time you're saving anyways, but the quality of the feelings that you have during that time. So you're spending a whole day being miserable, not feeling well, or you use some of your time to create the feelings of being satisfied, fulfilled, of gratefulness, those things that bring you to that point. Satisfaction. Tell myself I can communicate. I often just kind of give up because I've reached this blank wall. But if I don't give up and I keep going, and I can communicate. I can communicate what I want to communicate. Even when I hit the blank wall, I can just keep going, think about what I'm trying to communicate, and continue with the communication. So, yeah, I'm just still learning here. 44 years old, almost 44 next month. And a lot of that time I've just felt like I was behind. I used to feel like I was ahead, and then I started to wake up and realize I was behind. I was, 16, I thought, well, I'm like more grown up than a lot of people. And I got out in the world and it was just like, nah, I'm socially behind from all my just being at home homeschooling and the way that my genetics took all that programming that was available to me. It's been my path. I'm trying not to judge it. I'm trying just to start to get to a point where I accept it and I allow it to teach me and to be my path that has led me here and given me the lessons that I have that I can now share. We're all in the human experience together. So it's a thing where we can make it better for each other. And we do. Society makes it better in a lot of ways. There's also those within society, and especially have found a way to be in control in positions of power that have their own agendas, and they keep them secret from a lot of us, and they try to keep us down and take all the wealth, keep it for themselves, and keep us in a position of weakness. But we do all benefit from society, clearly, obviously. We have a great deal of wealth still, although a bunch of it is being funneled away and kept from us. Technological advancements, medical advancements, where instead of the advancements, we're getting poisons and solutions that create more problems on purpose. And that's coming from the top down. That's not everybody, obviously, in those systems. But the ultimate control, starting with the royals, and when they got into banking for a new level of control, and the medical field and the education and big business and food, agriculture, taking everything over that they can. They've been taking it over for a long time and controlling everything. The judiciary system, obviously the politicians, and they just keep expanding and taking over whatever they can. And we're definitely feeling it. I mean, if you don't know yet, it's really kind of shocking, to me, after everything we've been through. So, over these last several years, and the media, obviously, under their control, they're manipulating us, right? So, let's see, I started out with trying to feel good, and I went down a dark road. More uhs and ums, but continue being a work in progress. So, but the key is to be aware of their plans, but also to be more aware of potential, divine potential. That we are put here by a creator with purpose, and part of that purpose is to face these trials that occur through the freedom that we all have. And everybody needing to work out how they're going to use their freedom. And we don't know how many lives we might have lived where we were the bad guy, or how much we need the experience we're going through to mold us and shape us. So it's faith and trust in God, that this path has purpose, and that we have potential still, regardless of how people are using their potential, which is had in the freedom, for negative things. That doesn't have to go on forever, and it doesn't have to go on in our circle and in our lives any more than we're affected by it. To the degree that we're affected by it, that there's nothing we can do about at this current time. We're under that. But we can work with God, abide in God, be the branch that bears fruit. We have to abide in God, who is love. His ways are higher than our ways, so we set down our ways and get into His ways and exist in love in this moment so that we can do His will, looking for that guidance, that divine guidance. Because God is always sending us His divine guidance. But it's up to us, and we're free to look for it, to make an effort to find it and to follow it. And that's the best we can do. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that right now we have choice. And the choice to abide in love is always going to bring us into His divine will in this moment. And I guess that's the point. That is where we want to be. That is how we bring about the change we want to see. Live it inside, live it for ourselves. Yeah, so what turns you on? What really gets you fired up and brings you to a joyful, grateful place? And then do a lot of that. Get it in everywhere you can. For me, I've got to figure out what all those things are. So it just hasn't been my focus to find what turns me on. My focus has been, what do I need to do? What do I need to get done? And or what, I've had addictions, and it was what can turn off this pain. And obviously what turns you on can turn off the pain, but you look for things that maybe they aren't as constructive when you're looking to end the pain. What's good for me? What turns me on, and what is good for me? What are those things? Find more of them and do more of them. And I hope you all have a great day out there. Love you guys.